the basic gist of it is that it's very hard for people to consume complex ideas, and like you know, just because it's like you put people in lanes. Like imagine like all the basketball players that you look up to and shit that you think are fucking dope as hell, they're rich as hell.
I don't look up to any basketball players.
Not look up to, but you know, you look at them, you're like, damn, that dude's dope. He's doing his thing, whatever.
I mean, actually, let me stop there.
Chris Mullin.
No, I really fuck with KD. He showed me a lot of love.
He
me
did.
and Buddy, every time I see him at select events, we chop it up. Talked to him recently. He's healing up. I love KD.
That's what's up.
Shout out my nigga.
Damn. How'd you guys get in touch?
I met him at a Drake party.
Oh.
And he previously hit me up on Instagram. Well, he didn't hit me up, but he posted a song that I got with my brother Buddy.
Okay, yeah.
From Compton, Shameless. He was like, last year, he's like, this is my favorite song of the year.
Right.
It's like, your verse, my favorite verse. I
Wow.
love this song. I listen to it every day.
That's amazing.
I was like, God damn, that's hella raw. So I met him at Drake's New Year's party at Delilah's. He was in there. He was just chilling. A lot of people smoking and shit. He was just like away on his own thing, just chilling. And I walked up to him. I walked past him because I didn't even see him. And then he tapped me. He was like, yo, Guap, my bad.
No, it's okay.
He's like, yo, Guap. And I was like, oh, shit. Kevin Durant, what's up? My brother calls him the Durantula. I was like, what's up with
Why not?
Durantula?
You call him that to his face?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He smiled and laughed. I don't know if he ever heard it before, if that's like it's something that my brother Vaughn made up. Because that's what he says.
That's amazing.
My brother talks like how niggas shoot dice and they just Durantula. That's some shit that he'll do. Durantula.
Just hit you with it real quick? Yeah.
So that's where I got it. But I mean, he fucked with it.
How'd you get super tight with Buddy? People have been saying we should interview him for a minute. I got to get
I
on
don't
that.
know why y'all did it, buddy.
I don't know. I missed
Exactly
out,
me,
yeah.
but from Compton.
Okay, really?
And a little bit more like on the like super black hype.
Okay.
He's a lot more pro black than me.
Really?
But
That's good.
me and Buddy like
I embrace that.
like that's my brother.
Okay.
I go hard for Buddy all the time. Him and all his people. He met all my parents.
Really?
I met all his parents, all his family. He been in my house. I've been in his house.
That's a different level of friendship once you meet the folks.
Man, I met Buddy through this nigga named Zini. Zini is always been like in music and around. I guess he came up with like Super Duper Kyle.
Okay.
And he introduced us. And we met at what festival was that? Like the first festival I ever went to out here. Day and Night.
Oh, I went to that too.
Yeah, we met at Day and Night. And he walked up, and I had told the runner who was doing all the artist tent, because I was in Pinch tent. I was gonna come out with Pinch. And he was like, are you Young Pinch? I'm like, nah, I'm Guapdad. They just put me in this tent. This is my tent now. He was like, oh, do y'all need a new bottle? I was like, yeah, it's my birthday.
Right.
And he was like, oh, man, it's somebody else's birthday, too. I'm going to get you the big Hennessy. And bro brought me, like, the gallon of Hennessy.
Holy shit.
And I guess he said it on the radio, so then the radio brought me another gallon.
Ah.
So I had 2 of the big-ass Hennessy's on top of Pinch already having 2 things of Hennessy.
Right.
And I was just walking around guzzling and shit. And this is my first festival. I never been backstage and none of this shit. And I'm a West Oakland nigga, so I'm, like, stealing other niggas' sodas and shit. And I see a dude in, like, big boxing shorts and like boxing shoes. I'm like, who is that? And he started doing the crip walk, and I've seen him go viral for crip walking overseas in like Dubai in front of some mosque.
Right.
So Zini walk up to me, I'm like, oh, what's up, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yo, I've seen you on the internet. He's like, I seen you. He's like, we both went viral. And I was like, well, he's like, it's my birthday. You got Henny, I got Henny. He came out and he had like the same amount of Hennessy. And it was love at first Hennessy.
There you go. What is it about Hennessy that just made you fall in love so much?
I don't know. It kind of always has been a thing. And I always get compared to Nas. For some reason, people think I look like Nas, especially when I take off and they see the fade and they see I'm just eternally handsome.
I can see it a little bit.
Yeah, they compare. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the like rap genius.
Yeah.
But Nas is with Hennessy.
Right.
And
That's true.
I've seen that. My pops drank Hennessy. It was just always been like a thing.
Yeah.
Just like a thing.
How did Hennessy just take over like the urban market? Like they run shit. I don't understand.
Man, I don't question it.
You're just with
I don't
it.
question it. I don't question how white people took over the government. They just run shit. Either you gonna finesse them or get with them. There's only 2 ways to go about it.
Well, I did a podcast a couple months ago where there were these girls that we were hanging out with, and they seemed like they wanted to get it fucking popping with me and my girl. But we were going to do a podcast first, so my girl wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll buy a bunch of alcohol. I bought all this Henny and shit. These girls took like 3 shots. One of them was puking in the fucking bathroom. I was like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, Hennessy really tear you up.
If I hadn't bought any alcohol, I probably would have got to have that orgy. But instead, I bought a bunch of alcohol and
Oh no! See,
ruined
look,
it.
That's why. Was y'all taking shots?
Yeah, and that's the problem I was realizing is that, like, you know, I'm eating meals all day and I'm drinking water and I'm like hydrating myself. Plus, I'm like 230 pounds. These girls are small. They're like drinking water. They're not drinking water. They're not eating.
Yeah.
They're like maybe doing Coke or like having like a protein bar.
Yeah, nah. See,
You
look,
start drinking with them.
you gotta
You're not
really
on the same
control
level.
the environment, especially with dealing with hella bitches. I like to only pour up 2 shots maximum and then mix the drink
Okay.
with very light alcohol contents because you got to get them. And I live in the valley, so out here I gotta get them back to the house. Then once we at the house, we could get absolutely drunk because a bitch could throw up and be like wasted and still be horny. So I just let her go sleep. Then
Right.
when she bounced back up, she could join in the festivities. But either way, we got to get to the house. And I never been an advocate of like fucking on wasted ass girls or none of that like borderline rapey shit.
Yeah.
So I needed everybody to be at their right mind when we arrive. If during sex motherfuckers just get too drunk and you just got to tap out, all right, I don't care.
That's what I was thinking with those girls too, because after she was done puking in the bathroom, all of a sudden she's back to life and she wants to keep hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, you were just puking in the bathroom. Like, am I supposed to just believe that you're operating on my level right now? It seems kind of like, you know.
I mean, sometimes you got to throw up and get your mind right, man. You got to release them demons. And once you fully exercise the spirit of Hennessy, then you know what I'm saying? The Henny guys will bless you with a respawn. And now you got +1.
See, for me, it's just like every time I've ever puked from drinking in my entire life, I've been like dead. Like, absolutely. That was the end of the night. Nothing, you know, Pamela Anderson could show up and be like, yo, you want some top? I'd be like, no, I'm drunk now. I'm good.
First of all, I could be dying. And if she showed up, talk about she trying to suck the dust off the tip.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
in the whip. Shout out Zach Fox. I love you. It's my guy.
Yeah.
So it's just all about the pacing, man. You got to
Slow it down.
if any, like even when I do the bottle, I count the rotations. Like if we in the car, we passing around the bottle, I'll count that shit just to make sure like they don't get too wasted. Because all it's gonna take is like the ugly one that don't normally do this or the fine one that don't know she fine to just want to go home, and your night is ruined.
Exactly. One friend isn't having a good time, it's
Yeah,
over.
as soon as that bitch want to go home, it's a wrap. You got to keep. I'm the friendliest one to the ugly bitch. She gonna think we best friends by the time they leave, cause I love you.
That's like rule number 1. If you want to make a
Yeah.
good impression, is that you got to treat them all with
Yeah.
respect, because you know that when they get alone, that the fucking one that you were mean to is going to be seeding ideas into everybody else's head. Nah, let's get out of here. Let's go home. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're like a bad. And that was the fucked up thing. The girl's puking in the bathroom, and then her friends just wanted to leave. Her friends were trying to leave her with us in that state. I'm like, well, that's really fucked up. You guys are horrible
yeah.
friends.
They some out of pocket bitches. They some out of pocket bitches.
Facts. Let me ask you this. So we got to get this story told. How did this whole Drake thing unfold? Because he just gave you a big shout out. He had you in a dinosaur costume. I just want to know how this played out. And I'm also going to order a salad on Postmates while you do the beginning of the story.
Okay. I mean, well, I just want to stop you with the way that you phrased it, because I see this as a thing, and that's like people's subconscious reaching out. He didn't have me in anything.
Okay.
I had myself in that costume.
You chose this.
Yeah, I brought up the terms of the bet. How I became friends with Drake originally, it literally was random. You know how you could click on niggas' Instagram story and you just replying at the top?
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, this is funny. Click to the next one, skip it through it, titties, I'm gonna stay here,
Right.
type shit like that. And he posted some OVO chains. And there was one with pink diamonds,
You're
pink
like,
and
"I'ma
yellow,
take
my
that.
favorite color.
Give me that.
I'm like, hey, that's hard. And he's like, yeah, it is, huh? And I was like,
He just responded?
yeah. And at first I didn't realize I was talking to Drake. I'm like, yeah, man, that shit is clean. And then I'm like, oh shit. This is Drake. And this is at the time where we ain't never met. I don't know nobody that knows him. It's Drake, the biggest fucking rapper in the world. And we got to talking, and he was just like, yo, man, I love you. I love you, and all of this shit that you've been doing. I think you fucking hard. I think you funny as fuck. I think you a great rapper. You remind me of this guy from this Netflix documentary called Wild Country. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about like the sauciest, most intelligent, most articulate, most ethereal cult leader.
Okay.
Who started his own fucking city in Oregon. He moved it from India to Oregon. And he had tens of thousands of people in this full community, and they started a city. They got into legislation, and he like was trying to make it a utopia.
So he told you that you reminded him of this guy, and you already knew who the guy was, or did you have to go and do the research?
I watched the documentary. Okay. Me, the homie Benji put me on to it to watch it, and me and Juice got obsessed with it immediately.
Really?
Jig Juice is my little brother. West Oakland, also amazing rapper.
What's the documentary called again?
Wild Country.
Wild Country. I'm gonna throw that on my list.
Yeah, and bruh's name is the Bagwan.
Okay.
The Bagwan just
that sounds hard.
It's just one of them niggas.
Uh-huh.
He know everything. He sometimes he'd go into the Bagwan rest like Odin, like Thor's dad, the Odin sleep, and he just wouldn't talk for 3 months to nobody. He only pull up in the Rolls Royce, big minks, big ass Chanel glasses, and just walk everywhere barefooted. Nobody's allowed to talk to the Bagwan. They don't even know if he eating or not.
Wow.
Only person who could talk and deal with the Bagwan was his bottom bitch Sheila. Fucking marketing genius, became like a politician, fearless woman. Like you should really watch it.
I emailed myself the name of it.
Yeah. And then Drake was like, that's you. And I was like, I know it is, nigga. I am the Bagwan.
Right.
That's me.
That's me.
And I was like, that's crazy you say that. I love that documentary. He was like, nah, man, you like my spirit animal. And I was like, Drake just told me I'm a spirit animal.
That's the craziest thing about Drake has got to be the fact that he's so observant of the culture at a time in his life where pretty much everybody would give him a pass on not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Like I assume Beyonce doesn't know a lot about all the up and coming rappers.
Yeah.
Drake seems like he's really in touch still.
Yeah, like I knew if I would to run into Drake randomly, he wouldn't know who I was. I mean, he would know who I was. I met Beyonce and she had no idea.
SMH, Jigga, what are you doing? Educate your girl.
I met Beyonce and Jay-Z same night.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that? You think Jay-Z knew?
Kinda. No, not really. And he was introduced to me as her husband. So it was. I don't want to talk about that event because that's like it was some private stuff on like behalf of somebody else.
The Jay-Z party that you went to?
And it wasn't a Jay-Z party.
Oh, but he just happened to be there.
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
And it was something that I was happy to be invited to be in that space, and that happiness in that moment was wild. But I can't go into detail of that. Back to Drake. We just started DMing and shit, and then I make 5-6 songs a session because I work hella fast.
Uh-huh.
And me and my producer James Delgado, who like I was starting to build the sound with at the time, who like does most of all my shit now, probably one of the hardest niggas ever. We made this song called Red Flags, and I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna send it to Drake. Fuck.
Ooh.
Fuck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. Even
once
though
you got
my
that
manager specifically told me, do not get drunk and send shit because I get drunk and get excited.
Right, yeah.
And I just send shit to artists. Like, get on this, or listen to this.
And once you have that Drake follow and you know you can send him whatever you want, but you don't want to cross the line because at what point do you become that annoying ass fool that is just harassing him and he's not going to pay attention to anything you say at that point?
But I'm a scammer and I'm a dance with the devil, baby. So I put on my hard bottoms like YG and shit, slipped and slide in my grown man's.
Right.
And I did the Alexander Wang waltz.
So you sent it over and what'd he say?
This is fire. He didn't reply for a day.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck, I ruined
Sweating.
it.
He's sobering up like, fuck.
I ruined it. I woke up and was so mad. I was talking to my bitch at the time and I was like, fuck, I fucking ruined it. Why didn't you stop? I was blaming her. Of course she had nothing to do with it. She didn't even know what I was talking about. I was in the shower yelling at her. You know when you just think about your life in the shower and the hot water sizzling on your neck, you got like 2nd-degree burns. The hair on your neck is permed and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck. And then he responded and he was like, yo, Red Flags is fire. I've been listening on the way to the studio like 2 nights in a row. Been playing it for the boys. This shit's fire.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't ask him to get on it. Didn't tell him it had an open verse, nothing. I just left it at that because I didn't want it to seem like I was like super trying to like use him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what he felt about it because I felt like it was a song that he would like. It was a beat that he would pick. And that remained true because he just dropped the song Money on the Grave and the beat sounds like Red Flag. So I knew I was in a good pocket when I sent him that. Like, I don't know. Call it like a budding A&R year. But I just felt like, man, this was it. Or, I mean, not even that. That's giving myself too much credit because I be picking weird songs to put people on. But I was just happy that he fucked with it. And then we just moved on from there. It was, he was like, he was finna shoot a video for I was gonna be on Scorpion.
Okay.
And he asked me to send him something and I sent it to him, but it was too late. Scorpion would drop Friday. I sent it to him on Wednesday because he asked me Tuesday. And I went to the studio the next day, recorded it. We couldn't paper it in time. But I didn't know, my management didn't know, and it was like a weird thing. It was like shit, are we on the album or not? And in my mind, I was.
And you don't want to just ask over and over, right?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it. But in my mind, I was, because he wasn't telling me I wasn't. And the last time I checked in, I was.
Right.
So I'm like, nigga gonna give me my whole interlude? It's gonna be Guapdad's interlude. I thought that was the sauciest shit ever.
And then the project comes out, and how are you feeling?
Not on it.
You saw the track list probably before you heard it too, right?
Yep, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't like, and then I hit him up about it, and he was like, "Y'all, man, I mean, obviously I've been dealing with the rollout stuff, and I hadn't dropped that actual thing yet. Like I dropped a project, Scamboy Color, but it was like my first project, and we was like learning the ropes, and my manager was paying for everything because we didn't have like a budget or none of that type of shit. So like I hadn't experienced, I didn't know how busy he could actually be.
Right. I'm shocked he even has time to respond to his DMs.
And he literally was like this with the shit.
Right.
And he was just like, yo, my bad, man. We just couldn't paper it in time. Like, I wanted to get it, but like the label just pushed back. He like explained the whole thing to me. And I was like, damn, man, thank you for that. So I was kind of bummed out. And I like was emo for like 2-3 days. And my manager was like, well, fuck it. And he spun it to get me like back in good spirits. And I never broke my bridge with Drake. He started coming out here and throwing parties and shit. Invited me. I started pulling up, and we just became friends.
Do you have a song with him, you said?
I believe so, but I ain't heard it.
Right. But you sent something through. Okay.
And he fully expressed to me that he want to get on it, and when the time is right, he gonna give it to me, and whatever that is, I don't know if he just like lil broing me or trying to do whatever, it don't matter to me because like I never reached out to like sign the OVO or like, you know,
right,
ride a nigga coattails. I always pride myself on putting myself in the position with just me and amazing management working our wiggle.
What was that one situation you had where you allegedly like scammed Drake into showing up to a party or whatever? I don't like how exactly did that play out?
It was a party in San Francisco, and they needed Drake to pull up.
They needed Drake to pull up.
Yeah, they wanted to book him, and I was originally told it was like a small thing. Like it was just gonna be like a small room, and the bag was amazing, and he was on this like Scorpion tour run. So he was like, yeah, nah, should I pull up? I'm like, yeah, nah, pull up. But if you do, I need a certain cut from this because it's an amazing amount of money. And I was selling tables for like 20, 30 bands. But he pulled up and it was definitely not what he thought it was gonna be.
What, it just wasn't totally lit?
Oh no, it was ridiculously lit. It was the only Drake party he had agreed to do in a separate city outside of his own private parties on the whole Scorpion tour.
But did he and or his management ever officially have the conversation about money or booking?
Yeah.
Or this was just a casual?
Nah,
okay.
he got paid. I got paid. Niggas got paid.
Okay.
But he pulled up and it wasn't at a small, intimate space. It was at City Hall and the mayor was there and there were 12 police escorts and 4 tables and like 3 levels. That's why he called it a Wakanda level finesse, because it looked like that scene in Black Panther where everybody just
They're
like
fighting on top of the waterfall.
Yeah, exactly. It literally looked like that. Like niggas was bringing out their best.
Wakanda level finesse.
Yeah, finam. That's my
okay.
word. Finam is finesse and scam.
Oh,
That's
alright.
what Drake said. It's like what kind of level finam? And I was like, yeah, big finam. That's what they call me.
Okay.
So that's what that was. I mean, but we were still. He didn't mind it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
It was actually his idea for me to tell people. Because he was like, damn, you finesse me, you need to tell people that.
Right.
Because Drake don't give finesse.
Yeah.
And luckily it wasn't a shiesty finesse, so I didn't like burn the bridge.
Right.
But it was Drake's idea for me to like tell people. So I was like, all right, nigga, shit, let's make a video, because
So,
that's what I do.
How did this recent situation happen where, what did you say? You said that I don't think the Raptors are going to win, and if they do, I'll wear
All
a
right,
dinosaur costume.
I'll read
On the
what
highway?
text messages I can't read live
Okay.
right now.
No, I'll just trust you.
with me and Drake, look,
Okay.
go to the text.
It does say Drake. There's a lot of puke emojis from you. Okay.
Yeah, because I was sick.
Okay.
Thursday, 3:20. Want to bet on the game with the like let's bet emoji. I
If
can't
I was
live.
Drake, I would say get your money up.
Hey, he said how much you want to give up. That was his response. Even if I got money, I'm always gonna be broke compared to Drake. So
Right.
my broke ass was like, haha, no money. If I lose, I dress up in a Raptor costume and stand on the Bay Bridge with a sign that says Canada beat us. If you win, you gotta tell everybody to go watch my new video for my song Flossing, and it's the best video of the year.
Okay.
He said, done. But your sign has to say Kawhi and Drake beat the Bay. I said, okay. Only if telling everybody to go watch my video consists of an IG post, a story post, and a tweet.
Coming in for the full brand deal. Like, this is exactly what I need.
Yeah, nah,
and
I
a
mean,
tweet.
it-
Drake ain't tweeting shit. He ain't tweeted shit in years besides like his album links.
Yeah, and if he don't even run his own Twitter.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't know my Twitter. I was like, all right, fuck Twitter then.
Every time he's ever responded to me on Instagram, that was the whole thing I was thinking about. Is like, is this really him? Like, like how many assistants could he have?
Nah,
that are
it's
just, Yeah. Okay.
It's him.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
He a normal nigga when it come to that aspect. He on his own phone, like answering his own DMs. He just can't sort through like the hundred thousands of fan shit. But if he know you,
But like, if you email Adam 22, you might not actually be talking to Adam 22. But so
that's
for
the email,
Drake, it's kind of like
that's
shit.
the email. That's
Yeah.
like a that sets a professional precedent.
People don't
when I'm
think-
sending an email.
Yeah, people don't think that. People are more accepting of the idea that your email could have an assistant answering it. Whereas, like, I don't want anyone helping me out with my DMs
Yeah.
because I don't want them opening all those fucking DMs. I'm never going to be able to sort through the shit I actually want to respond to.
I got an assistant helping me with my DMs.
Oh, there you go.
He just can't open up if it's like a fine ass bitch. Unless she got a verified check, he can't open it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just cause like people send me nudes all the time, and that's and I feel like that's a break of confidentiality and agreement and consent. If a third party is looking at naked bitches who only was supposed to send stuff to me,
Well, that's interesting.
I feel like legally that also counts as the revenge porn thing, like when you leak people's nudes out of spite or like
Right.
unbeknownst to that party. So I don't want to get in any type of
That actually-
legal things,
that's
because
interesting.
literally girls send me nudes all the fucking time, and I'm a titty man.
I don't have that problem so much. I need more nudes in my
Yeah,
DMs.
I'm a titty man. I even do a thing called Titty Tuesdays with the Valentino Viper on my live sometime.
Okay.
Where women of all shapes and sizes come in, pull out their titties, and I praise them, let them know what I like about them, and then I move on to the next person.
You're like Lil B with the feet.
Yeah, but like less creepy and more encouraging,
you don't
and
make
less
them right
like hair in
Guapdad.
the armpits. I'm cool. Like if a female wants to do it, I got chicks from Berkeley and shit who like been in that earthy shit, but like
Compare yourself to
more
Lil B
titties.
though. You think you're kind of like the
I get compared
scammed
to
out
Lil
Lil B?
B a lot.
You got a little bit of the same look.
Yeah, I mean, for one, both got big noses. We both from the Bay.
He's known to rock a
We
do-rag.
both kind of pretty. He got do-rags, and we do like flamboyant shit from time to time.
Step outside the norm. You guys
Yeah.
are breaking barriers.
Yeah, so of course I get, and I'm a Lil B fan.
How can you not be?
I used to be in the task force, you know what I'm saying? Protecting Lil B at all times in every way, shape, or form. But now, as the lead, as a Ferragamo Falcon leader of the Armani Army, what my fan base is, I need protection myself. So I got to oversee my own protection and tap in with the Armani Army and seeing what they doing. So I had to step back from being a member of the task force in order to cultivate the Armani Army to grow into something bigger.
But when it comes down to it, still ready to fade for the base god, right?
All the times. I
All
still
day.
base out all my shoes. I don't care, Balenciagas or whatever.
You just mean wear them until they're dirty as hell and then keep wearing them?
Based out, baby.
I respect that.
Yeah. I live a bass mentality, too. Freestyle all my music for the most part. I top lining melodies. I just happen to be hella good at it, so people don't know.
Right. Wait, so that situation played out. Drake's team wins. You immediately go to the bridge with the dinosaur costume on. Either way, it's a win-win for you.
Wait. So look, I still tell you.
It's a win-win because
was
either
like-
way, you're about to get a shout out.
I mean, I had no idea that he was gonna post it.
Okay.
In the back, it was in the back of everybody's mind, but in my mind, I just wanted to like let him know that I'm a man of my word and like I took his end of the bet serious. Like I would expect him to fucking promo my shit because he lost. So like I got to do it. So I was like, if I lose, I'll fly to the Bay tomorrow and get it done. Deal? And he was like, is this a series bet? And I was like, it's a serious bet, but not on the series because if y'all win tonight, that's the series.
Oh, right.
It was game 6. And he was like, LOL, okay. I sent him the chain emoji. He did the little thumbs up thing. And then we lost. And I said, well, let me start looking at flights. I said, just landed on my way to the bridge. He said, send me that vid. Then he's just like, ha. And I was like, yeah, we almost there. Then I did talk to him for a couple hours and he sent me the eyes.
He was really waiting.
and then I finally went to the bridge and I was like, man, don't ever say I don't keep my word. And then he flexed on me. Look, he's like, wow, this shit taking so long to download. LOL, I'm on the plane, meaning he's on his plane.
Right.
And then he called me and laughed. He was like, doing this little Drake laugh. It's just his rich Canadian laugh. And he hung up.
You don't think that he was on like a regular commercial plane, about to like fiddling with his phone, trying to pay
no.
Delta
He's
$9.99 for an hour of Wi-Fi?
He's on Air Drake.
I know.
He's literally on Air Drake.
Which they gave him for free. That's
the biggest
fucked up.
finesse.
That's insane.
I thought I'd get shit for free, like select alcohol things. Who I love to drink.
Yeah, every time somebody gives me like a quarter of weed for free, I'm looking at it like, oh my God, I hit the
Yeah.
lotto. A plane. That's different.
And then the video didn't send. Couldn't send it. And then at like 9 on Friday, I seen that it sent. We're not connected to Wi-Fi. Obviously, he had landed. And he didn't even respond in a text message. He just went on Instagram and commented on my video. And then it posted on his in like the same 2 minutes. And I texted him like, man, you didn't have to post it. I didn't expect that. And then it was just love.
Right.
It was just love.
It's like we're seeing a different version of Drake with all this basketball hysteria, because it's like the thing, he's not going to get out of pocket and allow himself to be insanely excited publicly about music that often.
Yeah.
But he's just outwardly living his experience with this basketball shit.
Yeah.
Like you're just seeing a Drake that you haven't seen in a while. He's usually so calm and collected.
Literally, Air Drake, the plane, was doing laps around the city of Toronto, meaning they got cleared
Right.
for all that airspace
Wow.
yesterday for like hours.
That's crazy.
What? You know how much it costs to fuel a 747
Yeah.
or a 757? He probably
They
got
said
the.
80 grand.
I was thinking like 50, but yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Thousands
Yes.
to just fly in circles, my nigga. And that literally means that they would have to have rerouted other planes flying over supposed airspace in that allotted amount of time.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. Didn't they say the team flew home with him?
Yeah.
That's amazing too.
And they now practice at the OVO athletics facility.
Do they really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Drake is Canada.
He really is.
That's my nigga, man. Shout out to Drake. I'm like the only nigga from the Bay who he done did some shit with. And I'm the only like young nigga that he done posted out. And he didn't even have to, but he still was like, man, because I already know everybody, all the team, all his boys seen the video and shit because I fuck with them.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have to shout it out. He was like, man, everybody go watch Flossing. The shit is actually hard. Like, I know this nigga in the dinosaur's costume or whatever. We partners. Fuck that shit. Go watch the video.
Right.
And I was like, what? Scroll down his Instagram since he started it. You can't see a post like that ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's rare.
Super rare. And I got a lot of love for him.
That's crazy. That's a very legendary finesse right there.